Hi, I'm Scott from Sumo Outdoor, and today we're going to be making a delicious burger. Now, burgers are an absolute classic. I mean, barbecue party, what is it without a burger? So we're just going to be making a very simple classic style burger, and I'm just going to show you how to cook that, and we're going to use something a bit different to cook it with. We're going to use the big braai in our wall of flame, and yeah, we're just going to sear off some nice patties, garnish them with a few simple garnishes, and hopefully enjoy some of this lovely sunshine today. Okay, creating a good burger patty. Start off with as good quality meat as you can get hold of, a good quality mince. You know, some people like to mince their own, and you know, if you can go down the rabbit hole of real gourmet different combinations of different cuts of beef, etc., fat, you can really customise your own. But you know, just a good old shop bought mince pack is fine. We've got some of that here. This is a 15% fat meat. Now, purists would say you want an 80-20 meat to fat ratio. Me personally, I find it a little bit too fatty with 20%. So 15% steak mince, that kind of thing for me is a really nice blend. But if you do like the grease running down your elbows and squirting everywhere, then an 80-20 or higher, 30% fat mix, even more so, you can go down that route. But I would say 80-20 is sort of the max I would go. This is a 15% mix of fat and lean. So a few things, I don't like to mess with beef patties too much, but today I thought I'd do something a bit different. You'll see I've got some chicken seasoning here. You think the chicken is beef, why are you using that? It's okay, you can do that. It's got a mixture of a lot of different things. So beef needs quite a bit of salt to season it, and black pepper, which is also one of my favourites. But this mix has quite a bit of salt, so we're not going to add any extra salt to it. It's very salty. But it's also got some paprika, it's got some parsley in there, black pepper, dried onion, cayenne pepper. So all things that work really well with beef, and especially in a burger. So it just gives that nice back note and a deeper flavour to your beef patty. So we're just going to move our meat across here. And something I like to do is not work it too much. Now I'm going to divide this up into kind of four, to make four really nice big patties, because we're going to go on the grill. We're not using a hot plate or griddle, so if you're used to those very thin smash burger patties, which are lovely by the way, they wouldn't work so well on an open flame, open fire on grills, because they fall through the grills. So we want quite a substantial chunky beef patty. So I've divided that into four. I don't want to work the meat too much. If you squidge it up and mash it up too much, you get a very different texture. You don't get a nice loose light bite to your meat, you get kind of a rubbery puck. So if you overwork your beef patty, I find it sometimes gets a little bit too dense. So try not to work it too much. So I just like to go over and just give it a good seasoning, not too hard, but definitely a good covering. It can take quite a bit of seasoning. So that's that chicken seasoning. And then lots of black pepper. And I like loads of black pepper in mine. I don't care about everyone else. And then we're literally just going to separate those off, mix them up just loosely. I'm just breaking up the meat and just taking up any of the seasoning that's around the board, and then just gently pressing into my patty. I don't want to squidge them. If you can see, we're still keeping the kind of strands of the mince. We're not squishing it too hard. So you can flip them over, give them a little press the other side, and just form them up. So I'm just forming those patties, like I say, not too hard, and I'll give it a little dimple in the middle. Now when it starts cooking, it stops them from balling up into a big cricket ball shape. So if you push a little dimple in the middle like a donut, not all the way through, but just dimpling the top, that stops them from just expanding into a big round cricket ball. And again here, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm now going to just break up that section, turn it over into all of the seasoning, catch some of the seasoning from around the board, and just be very light with it. Don't smash it to bits. And then scoop it all up together into a mound, and then start shaping your patty. You know, don't be frightened of it, but you know, if you do squidge it up a bit hard, it doesn't matter, it's not the end of the world, but I just like to keep it that loose texture And that makes all the difference when you come to bite into it. You don't want it so loose that it's going to fall through the grill grates on your on your barbecue. So again, breaking up the mince portions that we've just cut, we've seasoned them. Pick up any of the loose seasoning around the board, and then just make it a little shape. Just make love to it. Oz.
No. I don't want to.
All right, just eat it then.
I'm not sure I want to do that.
And there we go. 4 burgers. So we're just going to get our patties onto the braai. So I'll just lift those off nice and gently.